Testing of grinding wheels. Strength of a bond. Passes a sintered metal carbide or diamond chisel over the wheel surface in such a way that it tears a layer of grains from the bond. The forces required to separate a layer of grains from the bond are taken a measure of the strength of the bond. The first one is a harness. Drill the wheel with a hard spade type of drill with constant force. The depth of penetration in given a time, a measure of wheel harness. Use an air abrasive jet to break the bond. The depth of penetration of the object. The jet action in a standard period of time is used to determine equivalent wheel and harness. Measure the resonant frequency of is isolated wheel after a sharp blow with a rubber hammer and relate to harness. Next one is a grinding wheel wear. Grain fracture. The portion of the grain breaks off, but the rest of grain remains bonding in the wheel. RTS wear. Dulling of individual grains resulting in a flat spurs and rounded edges. Bond fractures. The individual grains are pulled out of the bonding materials. As shown in these images, the blue color line I mentioned bond. This is a bond between the two grain size. Inside the blue color cells, that is called as a porosity. This is the wheel surface, that means the grinding wheel surface. The highlighted area, the arrow mark mentioned here, that is called as grain fractures. RTS VS means highlighted by black color. This is a bonding fractures. The blue color line is bond. The mentioned small crack called as a bonding fractures. Next one is a grinding wheel wear. G equal to volume of material removed in the required shape of workpiece or raw material divided by volume of wheel wear. The vary greatly 2 to 200 or higher depending on the types of wheel, grinding fluid and process parameter. Higher forces decrease the grinding ratio. The grains are initially sharp and wear is accelerated due to grain fractures. The second one, characterized by RTS wear with some grain and bond fractures. the grain become dull and the amount of ploughing and rubbing increase relative cutting. These are the grinding wheels wear. Based on the wear, based on the materials, we should select the proper wheel for proper workpiece or job.